Hey guys, this is a winter sowing update, and many things, probably over half of them, have now sprouted. And over here, these all were winter sown on March 5th because temperatures just were all over the place. Plus, I had gone away for a bit, and the schedule just didn't work out this year, so I had to do it a bit late, but everything is doing very well. So the things that have already germinated here are some lavender in here, this is the pink elegance. Then we've got all the straw flowers. This is the raspberry rose, so that's a new straw flower I bought. This one is the silvery rose, which is one that I collected from my garden. So all of them may not be pink because they could have cross-pollinated. Same for this one, which is apricot peach. And so these did so much better, the ones that I collected from my garden. And then the last one here is the pomegranate, I believe. And there's a few that have sprouted in there. So the newer seeds just didn't seem to be as strong. The agastache, all of them, every single agastache is just still not germinating yet. I'm seeing some germination in this foxglove, just a few, but these were older seeds. So I'm happy for anything I get, and I think I see a few babies in there that are coming. The salvia Blue Monday has gone absolutely bonkers. I did overseed this on purpose, and I do plan on separating them and trying to keep just about every plant in here. Scabiosa, I've got two varieties in here, and everything is doing very well in there. And here are the snapdragons, also two varieties, and one of them doing a little better than the other. Don't know if we did have some very cold nights, and that could have potentially killed a few of the seedlings. But let's take a look at some of the others. Over here, I have mostly my natives, some violas, and a foxglove, and a coneflower. So the violas recently started germinating. So very happy to see those. And then this second one is also violas. Beautiful. This is the beard tongue. And not really seeing, I think, any activity in there. I know there's algae, but that doesn't always mean that it won't germinate. Then we've got the coneflower here, which I think I see one in there, but this could be a little slow going. So hopefully we can see some. The blue-stemmed goldenrod recently popped, and I've got several little seedlings in there, so super happy about that. Then this is the calico aster, and I think I see a few babies in there, and I'm sure maybe that means a few more will start soon. And there's the Jacob's ladder. I don't think I see any activity in there, but not giving up hope. Sometimes it can take a while, and again, the algae doesn't always mean that it won't germinate. And then we've got this foxglove, and that's doing very well in there. Now, this one is foxglove Dalmatian. I did this one in January. And I did all of the natives and the coneflower in January. And then the violas were also part of my March 5th winter sowing. Now, I also did some winter sowing for tea garden plants, and let's take a look at those. So these are the 4 that I did for my tea garden. These were also done on March 5th. And I have chamomile, which has seeded very well. I thought I did not have enough seeds and I had ordered another pack, but clearly I have plenty in here. The lemon balm doing very well. And another agastache or agastaki is also not germinating quite yet. I'm thinking it needs a little more warmth before we see any activity. And the English lavender, I'm not expecting anything really, because this does take quite some time for it to germinate. So that will be, I may have to leave it in the container for a while in the spring, and it may not germinate for a while. That's what at least what happened last year. So this is the area where I grew my flowers last year, and the larkspur, I believe these are larkspur, has reseeded, and I see a bunch of babies everywhere. I may pull them up and transplant them. Not quite sure what to do yet with those, because this is where I want to plant all the new flowers. The feverfew I grew last year from seed in my winter sowing has overwintered, and so I plan to dig these out and move them into some of the garden beds. Over here I grew some Dara, and some of it looks like it overwintered from the actual plant. And then I do see a bunch of seedlings in here. So I think there's definitely a mixture. But this one here, this is the actual plant I had last year. And so it's really like just all bushy. I am hoping that they actually grow tall and that they're not very short. Sometimes I think some plants do better when you just grow them from a new seed, and they'll grow nice and tall and for cut flowers. But I have enough little babies around that that should give me the flowers I need. I don't need that much, so didn't have to winter sow that. It's self-seeded. So most of my seedlings are very, very small, and I think it'll take a while before I can actually transplant them into the garden. I do hope to be able to transplant them in early May and get them in the garden. In particular, the straw flowers, scabiosa, and the salvia. I think they're pretty cold hardy. And they should be able to go out in the garden. And if they put on a little more growth and some true leaves, I may even get them in the garden within the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how they get along, and that might be the next step for some of these. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.